Welcome back. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of What the Haul. I'm your host, Mohammed, and this week's episode is the new ins for the month of July. As I've kept doing these episodes, I've realized I don't have a preview into what's coming out, but I'm giving you a summary of what has come out in the last 30 days. So that's really what we're doing in this new in series is every month on the 1st, I'm going to give you a summary of the things that have come out in the last 30 days that may be of interest to you. That's what we're doing. Look at that. Things just kind of come together as I keep going. I'm so pleased. All right. So the last 30 days went around, found some things. And so the first thing that was on my radar and that really caught my eyes was from Kate Somerville. They've come out with the Mega C 30% vitamin C brightening mask. All right. So in the copy, it says it's a brightening face mask that visibly evens skin tone and diminishes dark spots. Okay, sign me up. That's a bit of me. That's exactly what I'm looking to see in my skincare products. And Mega C, why do I know that? Mega C is one of my all-time favorite Kate Somerville products. It was a dual chamber serum. So on one side it had omega and on the other side it had vitamin C. You mix the two products together in your palms, used it overnight, and you woke up a better man. It was one of the best products. And of course, all good things come to an end. It no longer exists. But when I saw Mega C, I know this franchise and I had good experience with it. All right, so get into the shop, find the tester. And so immediately the smell puts me off. It's kind of an artificial citrus fragrance. Then the texture puts me off. It's very velvety, it's very silicone-y. It's not a texture that I've seen in a mask before. It's very strange. I know that the Kate Somerville products are hardworking. I know that they're worth every penny because I've had nothing but good experience with the vast majority of Kate's products. But where I struggle with this is a mask has to be effective and at the very least has to be enjoyable. And now I can't speak to the effectiveness, but I can speak to the experiential quality because it feels ugly. I don't like that texture. I don't want that on my face. And then I did some further Googles and I found that in some reviews, people were speaking about how this product is difficult to wash off. So that's a red flag for me. If you are a loyal Kate Somerville customer, definitely want to consider. I'm always open to being proven wrong, but on initial contact, it wasn't giving what I was hoping it would give. That's what I'll say about that. Next thing that came up was from Dermalogica. This is called the liquid peel foliant. So they have the microfoliant. This is the peel foliant. And then in the copy, this is a daily peel with a potent blend of acids, enzymes that smooths the appearance of fine lines while helping to visibly minimize pores and even skin tone. Again, all the things that I like to hear. Let's talk about the high points. So first, it comes in a huge bottle. Typical serum is always 30 mils, especially at launch time. And if you have a successful product, a brand may come out with a value size in double the quantity. This launched as a 60 ml product, so that's huge. It's twice the size of your standard serum. Dermalogica is a brand that never fails me. There isn't a Dermalogica product that I've met that I've disliked. I will always say that. The texture is good, the smell is bad. That's something that I can get over only because I trust Dermalogica. I like the concept of this product. I know that their AHA products really work well for me. And so, it's kind of one of these masking sort of fragrances. It's not, something specific, but I put it in my hand. I was like, ooh, that's not really that nice, but it's fine. You get what you're paying for when you buy Dermalogica. You can be confident that their products will do what they say they can do. And it's a daily use product. So that means this is going to be a mild exfoliation. The longer you use it, the better your skin is going to get. It's not one of these sorts of flash of exfoliation, get rid of a whole layer of skin. This is something that I would use come fall. Right now is not the time. I'd lay off of it for now, but promising nonetheless. The next thing that came up, and this kind of threw me for a curve, is from Fenty. It's called the Cherry Dub Triple Action AHA Body Scrub. They already had a body scrub, but they recently launched the cherry oils for the lips. Now there's a cherry scrub for the face, and we have a cherry scrub for the body. Cool. So what is it saying? It is a luscious cherry body scrub powered by AHAs, fruit enzymes, and sugar that visibly retexturizes, smooths, and delivers unimaginably soft skin that glows. Okay, again, great copy. Great copy. It's saying all the right things. It's really speaking to me. I am faithful to the First Aid Beauty body scrub that comes in the large tube. It's got pumice, it's got AHA. It's a very, very hardworking product. You have to use it very cautiously, not too frequently because it can be very abrasive. This is sort of like a diluted or more gentle version of it. It still has that pumice. It still feels nice and abrasive, but because the cream and the sugar element, it's a little bit more gentler. Again, talking about the sensory quality, the smell of it, I'm not too fond of. It's kind of like it's of course it as the tube says, it's a cherry fragrance, or it smells like either a Tahiti treat or something questionable from my youth that like had me in a chokehold. It's not a fragrance that I want in my shower, but the texture is good. And even in the marketing images, there's a picture of a man like covered in this stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's what I like to do in the shower. I like to be covered in this stuff. I want it to just cut me up, like I want it to just kind of take off all the dead skin. But it feels like it's going to be a lot softer than the first aid. So if you are a first aid person and you found that to be too abrasive, or maybe you want something comparable that's a little bit more gentle, this would be a step down. Or maybe you want something that's fragrant and has more of an experiential quality to it. So definitely worth considering. And it's Fenty, so the price point isn't insane and it's easy to find. So loving this one. I'm really impressed by this. And then the last thing, and this is something I was hunting for since May, and it only became available in the last couple of weeks. It launched on the Clinique website in May, and it finally started to show up now. And this is the Moisture Surge SPF 28 Sheer Hydrator. This really speaks to me because Clinique moisturizers are excellent. They are excellent, excellent moisturizers, and the brand is really good for having a huge offering of day creams with SPF. So in the copy, it says that it's a cloud-like cream with SPF 28 that hydrates and delivers sheer sun protection. It's a combination of aloe bioferment, a hyaluronic acid complex, provitamin V, provitamin D, and it's hydrating and protecting. So just those two things. Like I said, I think Clinique makes some of the best day creams. They have a huge assortment of moisturizers for any number of needs. Everything is always fragrance free, and one of their key selling features is their products are suited to sensitive skins. Another important thing to consider is, although we live in the era of buying things online, there are some things that people need to have firsthand interaction with. So I can appreciate that you go to a pod, you go to a website, you watch a review on YouTube, and you may be sold on the idea of a product, but sometimes you want to have that tactile experience to really decide, is this the right product for me? Clinique is one of these brands like Lancome where they have very high penetration globally in terms of their retail outlets. I think it's probably one of the most widely distributed brands in the world. So you can live in any part of the world and you can get your hands on Clinique basically. And for that reason, there are some really cool niche brands that people in different parts of the world can only access online. This is good because it's something that anyone, anywhere, virtually anywhere can get their hands on. So that's really what speaks to me. Also, Moisture Surge is a very good range of products. There's a couple of different textures of the moisturizer now. There's an eye product, there's serums, there's essence, there's masks, there's makeup, there's a men's version of Moisture Surge. It's just all encompassing. And if you aren't too concerned about anti-aging and having really high-tech skincare, but you want a reliable moisturizer with a moderate SPF that's perfect for day-to-day use. Maybe you don't get too much sun. Maybe you live, you work from home and you're not going to be out in the sun for hours on end. This is the perfect day cream, and especially for those people who are, I would say, under 30 and are just started to get into skincare. Clinique isn't an intimidating price point. They do gift with purchase. When I go onto the Clinique website, sometimes I see 30% off across the website. So, Clinique is just a strong brand, strong offering. And whenever I see a new moisturizer with SPF from them, I'm always excited. And as well, going back to being inclusive and considering a lot of people, Moisture Surge is not age specific. It's not skin type specific. So whether you're dry or oily, anyone can use it. And in their marketing, they've used models who, again, porcelain to rich complexions, no matter what your skin tone is. This is one of these products that gives you your sun protection without being ashy. On my hand, I found that it absorbed really nicely. And again, no fragrance. It felt really pleasant. I think I would like it as a day cream. So really impressed by it. And I think if you've tried Clinique or if you're in the market for a new day cream, we're going to end on a high note because this is a real winner. And I knew from the moment they saw this, I was like, this is going to be an amazing product. And I hope that they keep doing this one because Moisture Surge, it's a real hero product at Clinique, right? So I'm glad they've come out with like a one size fits all daily use SPF product. So that is the roundup for the July new ins, and the sun is setting. This is perfect timing. Um, you know, it's your world, and I'm just making a cameo in it. So if you want a thumbs up, if you want a thumbs down, if you want to leave a comment, if you have questions, do whatever feels right to you. Thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios. Bum.